This is Carl's Name Anime Rave. We are the best anime review in reaction show on the internet. I'm not sure why I say that, because we're going to do something that I fucking hate doing. And that's Dave is in the mood to go look at upcoming animes. We don't often record this. Usually this is Dave doing this and me suffering through it. But we thought, why not record it? Where we'll look at the next upcoming season, open bracket, S, close bracket, of anime. And basically find out that it's all garbage. Especially since we're looking at Anachart's site, and God bless Anachart for keeping us informed, but goddamn, all these snippets and these clips and previews for upcoming anime. This is something anime sucks at. Their synopses and shit are always wildly wordy and often don't explain shit at all, or just waste too many words on them. And usually when there's preview videos, they are much worse than something America does way better, and that's, trailers.
And to see us talk about that in greater detail, go back and check our anime 2015?
Fall 2014. This is kind of an extension of our continuing coverage of that season, which we're never going to finish, by the way. And we're not doing the same thing here.
No.
We're just looking over it and probably making fun of a lot of shit. In fact, I'm going to move over a little closer to the monitor so that I can make fun of this better. We typically leave out sequels unless we've watched the thing it's a sequel to, and I'm going to move the mic a little so it aims a bit toward more Dave. All right.
So this one's a sequel one, Basilisk Uka Ninpocho. Okay,
next one.
Beatless.
I'll read the synopsis for this one. I believe in that smile. Even if you don't have a soul, I already hate this. 2005 AD Japan. The humanoid android Hiei became part of people's life and was... I can't do this. So basically this one's about a humanoid android named Nie, and the main character appears to be a guy named Endo Arato, and unlike his friends Kenko and Ryo who hate Hiei... This is what I'm talking about! Why is this in the synopsis? This is episode 1 shit! What's the... Okay, anime makers, learn what a log line is. Sum up everything in one sentence.
Okay, well, here's the big thing. Arato suddenly gets assaulted by mysterious falling cherry blossoms that make Hiei and machines run havoc. And will he be saved by the mysterious Hiei Licia?
Nice.
Basically, we got a...
This sounds like Chobits.
This is Chobits.
And look, I love Clamp. I do not love Chobits. So I think we can safely pass on Beatless.
Yes.
Oh, we got to talk about this one. The Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card arc. But we don't have much to talk about since we know we're raving it with friends.
Yeah, this one's being done. So, moving on. Citrus.
I know about Citrus. This one, I'll tell you all about it without even reading the synopsis.
Okay.
This one is about two stepsisters who realize they're in love with each other and the difficulties that presents.
So you want to rave this?
No, because I read the manga. It's okay. And I really don't know if I want to watch a whole season of anime of this drama because, spoiler alert, they really pad this shit out.
Okay.
Plus, I don't know if it's a thing you'd like either. Look, I'm all for the Yuri. If you want to fucking watch Citrus for the anime rave, I won't stop you, and I'll join in. I'm just saying, I don't know if you're gonna be terribly interested in it.
I'll put it on the list as a possibility. I'm not going to just automatically say no.
Next one is Damex Prince Anime Caravan. An adaptation of the smartphone game, which will have an original story. The story of the game follows Ani, a princess from the minor nation of Inako. Ani is sent to the signing ceremony that will bring peace to the rival nations of Mildonia, a mighty military country, and Selenferin, a powerful theocracy. Ani is supposed to help steer the signing ceremony along, but she Where am I? Okay. But she runs into trouble when she encounters a handful of obstinate princes. This seems kind of like a reverse harem show, which They can sometimes work.
What worries me is it's based on a mobile game.
Yeah, Dave, I'm okay with giving this a hard pass.
I see what we are definitely watching next, though.
Darling in the Franxx with 2 X's. And I know exactly why we're watching it, because it has the word trigger on it, and it appears to have some giant Gurren Lagann-esque thing going on in the background of the image. Joint anime project between Trigger and A1 Pictures that was announced at Anime Expo 2017. The story is set in the distant future. The land is ruined, and humanity establishes the mobile Fort City Plantation. Pilots produced inside Plantation live in Mistletoe, also known as the Bird Cage. Children live there knowing nothing of the outside world or the freedom of the sky. This is Gurren Lagann. Their lives consist... Oh no! The scrolling, Anna chart, we love you. Their lives consist of battling to carry out missions. Their enemies are mysterious giant life forms known as Kyoryu. And the children pilot robots called Franxx with 2 X's at the end to face off against them. For the see, this is why a log line has been done. Franxx for the children. Writing the Franxx provides their existence. A boy named Hero is called Code:016, and he was once known as a prodigy. It's still going. However, he has fallen behind and his existence seems unnecessary. Not piloting a Franxx is the same as ceasing to exist. One day, Jesus fucking Christ, a mysterious girl known as 02 appears before him. 2 horns grow out of her head, and they end it there! What?
Let's see if this one has a trailer.
It's gonna be awful. We know anime trailers are awful. Look, we're gonna watch this, because this sounds like... Trigger's like, let's take another stab at the Gurren Lagann thing, so I'm in. Well, I certainly hope that's the last trailer we fucking watch for this video, because honestly, anime trailers suck, and that was no different. Still, though, Darling in the Franxx is a Trigger thing. It's a film that turned into a TV
it's a series.
So we're gonna have to watch the film, right?
No, it's not a film. That was a promotional video, and they were calling that a film. Anichar always puts their films at the bottom. This is an anime series.
Fair enough. Okay, so yeah, put it on the list because it's Trigger, and yeah, I haven't liked everything Trigger's done, but when they do action shows, oh man.
Okay.
I can't deny that Trigger's made some of my favorite things in existence, so. Next we have Death March Kara, Hajimaru Isekai, oh god, Kyoso Kyoku. The story of the light novel, I already hate this, series and manga follows a 29-year-old programmer who is on a death march. But one day he wakes up in another world after a nap, and I'm out. I'm not even finishing to read this. I'm out. I'm completely out. This is a little too no game, no life.
No, you lose me with the last sentence.
Oh.
Heartwarming, occasionally serious, and harem.
Oh, yeah, out. And we're out. Fate Extra, out. Next. Gakuin Babysitters. The manga centers on the brothers Ryuichi and I'm sorry, people. I'm not good at Japanese name. Kotaro Kashima. Ryuichi is in high school and Kotaro is still a toddler. After their parents are killed in a plane crash, the 2 brothers find themselves living with the chairwoman of the Morinomiya Academy, who herself lost her son and daughter-in-law in the same accident. The chairwoman, however, has one stipulation for the brothers in order to live with her. Ryuichi has to work at the Academy's daycare center as a babysitter. I gotta tell ya, this could be one of those things that's really awesome. I'm not sure I care all that much.
Same.
The art style looks a little bit like High School Host Club, which I liked. Or even something like the show about the people that turned into animal people. That the manga went much further. A Fruits Basket.
Yes.
A little bit, but I'm passing on that one.
Gin no Guardian, season 2.
Second season. Gintama, second season.
Final arc of Gin. Bullshit. That show will go on forever, and you know it.
Gran Crest Senki by A1 Pictures. The series takes place on a continent ruled by chaos. The chaos breeds disaster, but the lords of the continent have the power of Crest, Holy Seal, that can calm the chaos and protect the people. However, before anyone realizes it, the rulers cast aside their creed of purifying the chaos and instead start to fight each other for each other's crests and to gain dominion over one another. Okay, listen, I'm a copywriter. Just hire me and I'll fix all this, seriously. Silica, an isolated mage who scorns the lords for abandoning their creed, and a wandering knight named Theo, who is on a journey to train one day to liberate his hometown, which is under tyrannical rule, make an everlasting oath to each other as master and servant, and work together to reform this continent dominated by wars and chaos. Absolutely not. I don't know what you think, but that's a hard pass on my side. You're not giving me your thoughts. You're just kind of agreeing with me. That's very disturbing.
Look, it could have something. I just don't care.
Yeah, me neither. Hakata Tonkotsu Ramens. At first glance, the city of Fukuoka seems like a peaceful one. Fukuoka, yeah, I said that right. But under the surface, crime is running rampant. The city's Hakata Ward is home to the professionals of the underworld. Professional killers, detectives, informants, professional revenge seekers, those skilled in torture, and more. And according to urban legend, a killer of professional killers has shown up in the city. So it's about a murder. It's about the Punisher? Is it about the Punisher?
Sounds like it.
It was based off a light novel, which is usually an alarm bell for me, but I don't know. I'm kind of interested.
Let's put that on the possibles.
Okay, put it on the list. By the way, folks, if you think we've skipped any that you think we'll like and don't just want us to review to hurt me, by all means, let us know in the comments.
And if you want to hurt Carlos, feel free. I will take your
Next
suggestions.
show, Hakume to Mikochi.
It's the Smurfs.
9 centimeters, 3.5 inches tall. The tiny girls, Hakume and Mikochi, live in the forest. You're right, it is the Smurfs. It says fantasy and slice of life. And I gotta tell you, well, hang on, let's finish reading that. Living in a tiny house in a tree, riding insects and birds, and making umbrellas out of leaves. Holy shit, this is a Smurf. These tiny girls have a tiny life. Follow their tiny but lovely lives as they live their day-to-day in a fantastic world of tiny people and gods. Now, I'm gonna say this has some Yuri potential just from its concept, but I'm not terribly interested. I don't know. If you are, I'll watch it, though. You are? Why?
No, I'm putting this down under Dave.
In your notepad. Well, you've never separated them before. You're going to subjugate me to it anyway, so...
I'm going to upload this onto our Google Drive so there is agreement.
I will delete it.
I'll put it on mine so you can't delete it.
I'll kill you. I feel like I haven't threatened your life recently. Hakuyo Hoshinengi. New anime adaptation of the Hoshinengi manga with a different voice cast. Okay, so this is a reimagining of something that existed. Thousands of years ago, it was a time of witchcraft and dark magic. An evil sorceress has bewitched the emperor of the mighty dynasty, and he has become but a mindless puppet. The country is in shambles, and evil spirits lurk everywhere. The human world is on the verge of utter destruction. A bold mission is planned by the Confederation of the Immortal Masters. They send the young master wizard to hung down the villains. That sounds like a typo. And evil warlocks in the devastated lands. What's our genre for that? Hover over. Do something with your mouse. Okay, move your mouse. Okay, move your mouse. There. Adventure, fantasy, supernatural. I don't know. Like, maybe? This is one of those where I kind of like the concept, but it could prove to be a sleeper hit or just by the numbers. And even if it's by the numbers but competent, there's so many other things I want to watch.
Second season of Tori no Shita.
The Tori no Shita, yeah.
Precure.
A Precure one. Idolish 7. A group of aspiring idols gather at Takanashi Productions and are entrusted with the company's future. The 7 men who have just met represent a variety of totally different personalities. However, they each have their own charm and possess unknown potential as idols. Forming a group, they take their first step together as Idolish 7. Their brilliantly shining dancing forms on stage eventually begin captivating the hearts of the people. Now, there was another one we saw back in the fall 2014 ones that we never actually got back to that I liked, but that, honestly, I'm not sure I care to go back to. That was Tribe Cool Crew, which was kind of a similar thing, but with younger kids.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, Idolish 7 sounds like the kind of thing that I think could be good, but do we really want to rave it?
Next.
Okay.
I'm completely out of the whole idol thing.
Gotcha.
on either side, guys or girls.
Idolish 7 sounds like it could have a lot of the yaoi ships, which I'm always for, but yeah, I'm not sure how interested I am. Oh, look, a collection of Genji Ito stories. So they want me to never sleep. Hard pass. You're familiar with Genji Ito, right?
No, I'm not.
Did you ever read the horror manga about the spirals that took over the town?
No.
What about the one about the people who find the holes in the mountain they can't seem to be captivated, they can't seem to turn away from and need to go into because it's their hole?
No.
What about the one of the girl who regenerates from a single cell? So it's a big horror thing about how this demon girl can, like, regenerate inside your body and kills people and shit. Dave, before bed tonight, go look up some Junji Ito manga. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Junji Ito is one of the best horror writers who doesn't know how to end the shit he finishes.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't think I ever want to meet Ito because he sounds fucked up. Like,
so I should put that on for review?
Rob Zombie would fucking meet this guy and be like, whoa, that guy's fucked up.
Okay, so adding this to the Rave.
If you really want, I'm not sure you're gonna like it.
I'll put it in the needy category.
Karakai Jozo no Takagi-san. If you blush, you lose. Living by this principle, the middle schooler Nishikata gets constantly made fun of by his seat neighbor, Takagi-san. With his pride shattered to pieces, he vows to turn the tables and get back at her someday. And so he attempts to... You want to finish reading this? I got a scratchy throat now. Read.
I don't want to.
Read!
With his pride shattered to pieces, he vows to turn the tables and get back at her someday. And so he attempts to tease her day after day, only to find himself victim to Takagi-san's ridicule again sooner than later. Will he be able to make Takagi-san blush from embarrassment even once in the end? I don't care.
Me neither. Hard pass. Next. Killing Bites by Leiden Films. People have been... Okay, you know what? Maybe my throat wouldn't get scratchy if I read it like a normal person.
Maybe.
Hey, fuck you. No, I'm not going to do that. People have been created that are human-animal hybrids. I just looked at the image. And powerful businesses bet on the outcome of their duels. I'm suddenly interested. College student Nomoda Yuya's casual acquaintances ask him to drive around to pick up girls one day, which he soon finds out means by force. The girls they kidnapped are an animal-human hybrid named Hitomi, who slaughters all of them except Yuya. Hitomi is a honey badger, which has been called the most fearless of all animals. Now Hitomi is assigned to stay with Yuya for his protection. This sounds like garbage. It says ecchi. The premise is basically about attempted rape. And no, this sounds terrible. No, thank you. Look, I like furry girls. They're cute and all that, but no, this sounds like it's gross.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Oh god, here's another super Japanese title. Dave, you want to pronounce that for me?
Koi wa Magary no yo ni.
Akira Tachibana is a soft-spoken high school student who used to be part of the track and field club, but due to an injury, she's no longer able to run as fast as she once could. Working part-time at a family restaurant as a recourse, she finds herself inexplicably falling love, I'm sure they meant in love, with her manager, a divorced 45-year-old man with a young son. No, thank you.
Agreed.
Kokoku.
Oh, no. Okay, can I do this one?
Yeah.
Dies in about one line.
Uh-huh.
Juri Yukawa lives with her neat father and brother. I'm done.
Hang on. Her retired grandfather...
I'll finish.
Okay.
Neat father and brother and retired grandfather. Her sister and her young nephew. One day, her nephew and brother are kidnapped for ransom. Having only 30 minutes to meet the demands of the kidnappers, Juri, who realizes there's not enough time to prepare the money, decides to head for their rescue by herself with a knife in hand. When her grandfather uses a mysterious stone passed on in the Yukawa family to stop time. Okay. In a world where everyone and everything are inert, Juri and her father and grandfather run to rescue the two, but at the kidnappers' hideout, they soon realize they are not the only ones who can move about in this still world.
This kind of sounds awesome, actually.
Okay, you kind of killed it for me when you said neat.
Yeah, but they're not the main characters.
I know.
Judy is. What's the genre on this? Oh, like 7 of them.
Action, mystery, psychological, drama, supernatural, thriller.
I don't know, I'm kind of interested.
Yep.
Why do we make these lists we're never going to finish? Linky, the Bond of the Underworld. The second season. So
I was actually kind of hoping that the list would be like 1, so we could catch up on everything that we haven't finished.
Dave, okay, honestly, we're never going to catch up on shit we've never finished. We need to treat this like Scrum, moving forward, and let the bugs set the whole place on fire. Mira no Kakata. When high school student Sora Kashigawa finds himself staring down a mysterious oversized package sent to him by his self-proclaimed adventurer father, the last thing he expects for it to be is to be opened for...
The last thing he expects is for it to be opened from the inside by a little mummy so small it can fit in the palm of his hand.
Huh. This kind of sounds stupid. Comedy, slice of life, supernatural. You know what? I'm sure it's great. I don't want to watch it. Mitsubishi Colors. Hark! The city is in peril! Who are you gonna call? Colors! Sacha and Yui and Kotoha are here to protect the city, solving mysteries and battling enemies with the help from their friends. But their quest isn't an easy one, as their arch-nemesis Saito, the violent police officer of Ueno, meets them at every turn.
Next.
Okay, so that blonde girl looks a lot like Sonoko, and that worries me a little bit.
Next.
Comedy slice of life. Oh, of course, they're playing pretend, and the police officer's just like, what the fuck are you kids doing? Of course, that's what it is. It sounds cute, but you're right. Next. Marchen! You're damn right I'm pronouncing those umlauts. Matchin? I don't know how to pronounce it. There are no umlauts in Portuguese.
Hazuki Kamagura is a normal girl who is usually alone. With her relationship with her new family not going so well, she retreats every day to the world of stories and books. One day, after school, one of the library's bookshelves sends her to another world with a magic school, where she meets Shizuku...
Oh, good luck pronouncing this name!
Tsuchimakata.
Fuck you.
She finds out that girls called Madchen...
Madchen...
who attend the school are selected by old fairy tales and folk stories to wield their magic and are taught how to wield it in the school. The school has girls who are chosen by such stories as Kaguya Hime no Monogatari. Oh my god.
It's a bunch of stories from Japan and elsewhere.
Hazuki herself is chosen by the Cinderella story.
Okay.
Actually, this sounds like it has potential.
I agree. It does sound like it has potential. And a fantasy, potential Yuris... could be cool. I've never heard of this Hood's Entertainment, so...
I know the next one you'll be skipping. I will not.
I told you I'll go back and finish watching Nanatsu.
You probably should, because our main character finally comes into her own a bit.
She's not the main character, and I know exactly who she is. I read the spoilers.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I'm not sure. The spoilers sound like they made it up to justify why the main character is such a pervert towards her, but whatever.
Oh, I wasn't even talking that.
Okay.
So actually, I'm not gonna wait for that until it comes out in English, because the English dub was actually really good.
Oh, sure.
The second season of Overlord. We haven't watched Overlord season 1, so there's no point.
Well, hang on. Pop Team Epic. The surreal 4-panel manga centers around two 14-year-old girls, the short Popuko and the tall Pipimi. Nah, I'm good. I'm sure it's fine. I have nothing... The things we're passing on, by the way, unless we actually have venom dripping from our voices, we don't hate or nothing, we just don't think we're interested.
I got the next one.
Okay!
Ramen Daisuke Koizumi-san.
By Studio Gokumi, one of the studios that did Yuki Yuna.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The gourmet comedy follows the daily life of Kozumi, a high school girl who looks like a cool beauty at first, but actually has an unexpected side of her that loves ramen.
This...
Next.
Sounds like... Well, watch this be like a Yuki Yuna side story.
Slice of life comedy.
Ryuno no Oshigoto. 16-year-old Kuzuryu Ryaichi has fallen into a slump after winning the major shogi title, Dragon King. And like that, we're done.
Yeah.
Saiki Kuso no Nan 2. The second season of Saiki Kuso no Nan.
What the You translate that symbol to
I said that because I don't know what that symbol is. You want to Google it for me real quick?
No.
Sanrio Denshi. The project's premise follows Kota Hasegawa, a high school boy that loves a yellow porn pom-pom Purin dog. Not porn, Carlos. Also, Kota was the name of the main character from Elfen Lied. Fuck that show. By mere coincidence, he ends up attending the same school as Yu Mizuno, a boy who likes the bunny My Melody. Yu tells Kota that there's nothing to be ashamed of for liking Sanryu's cute characters. Together, this is a Sanryu spin-off. This is a Hello Kitty spin-off about two high school boys who love it. I love the premise. I don't think I care.
Fair enough.
So the next one, whatever it is, starts with 4 words that any aspiring writers out there, never ever begin anything with these 4 words. Dave, you could do this one because it has the worst title. Not the worst, but definitely the longest.
Shinkansen Henkai Robo Shinkalion. In the franchise's story,
Boo!
Hayato Hayasugi, the train-loving son of a train museum curator, actually stumbles into his dad's secret research lab one day. Inside, he finds the E5 bullet train. Okay? As soon as he enters, he hears an announcement that a mysterious enemy, the Bachigami, bee-god, is attacking the city of New Saitama.
Dave, is this about the awesome power of angry bees?
Luckily, with the touch of his father's Shinka Evolve card, the bullet train he's in...
You missed a rather important sentence, actually.
Did I?
You read the sentence before the one you just did, because... Oh, no, I'm stupid. I'm stupid as shit. The awesome power of angry bees has fucked my brain. I apologize. Please continue.
The bullet train he's in transforms into a mighty robot, the Shinkalion E5 Hayabusa. In the enemy's story, Hayato and other children will serve as conductors to pilot the Shinkalion. The children must work together with the adults of the Shinkansen Ultra Evolution Institute, SUEI, in brackets, to defeat a monster that looks like a jet black bullet train. Pass.
Yeah, agreed.
You got the next one.
Slow start. The story centers around 16-year-old Hana Ichinose, who, unbeknownst to her classmates, was a year late enrolling into high school. Although it may not seem like a big deal, it is a big deal to her. She wants to catch up with everyone else one day.
Slice of life comedy.
Yeah, I'm sure it's cute. I'm not interested. Touji no Miko, again by Studio Gokumi. Since ancient times, shrine maidens who wield swords have been exercising aratama, strange existences that threaten the human world. Why does everything Studio Gokumi do sound like it's a part of the Yuki Yuna universe? These young women who wear school uniforms and the sword are called Toji, and they serve as an official unit within the police force as a special religious service police squad. The government authorizes the Toji to wear swords and serve as government officials, and the government has set up 5 schools throughout the country for the girls to attend. The girls live ordinary school lives while occasionally performing their duties, wielding their swords, and using various powers to fight and protect the people. Again, this is very suspiciously sounding like things we've seen. Why are you putting it on the list? Why are you putting it on the list? Uchuyori Mono Tuibasho.
I can't seem to get the, what?
Yeah, move your mouse. Apparently it's nothing. Uchuyori mo Tuibasho. The anime story centers on high school girls going to the South Pole, a place further than the universe. They struggle and grow together as they cope with the extreme conditions. That could actually be very fascinating, but it's by Studio Madhouse.
I know.
So, I mean, maybe Alucard's in it. That would be a weird... I keep hearing about this Violet Evergarden.
Okay, I'll do this one.
Sure.
Otto Memory's Doll. It's been quite a while since that name caused a fuss. Originally invented by Professor Orland solely for his beloved wife, Otto Memory's dolls eventually spread out into the world, and a machine that allows people to rent out the dolls was also created. I will run as fast as I can to wherever my customer desires. Okay, gotta scroll down. I am the Otto Memory's doll Violet Evergarden, a girl who almost appears to have popped out of a fairy tale with her blonde hair and blue eyes, said this with an inorganic beauty and sweet voice.
And hard pass.
Drama fantasy.
I don't think so.
I'm going to put on the list for me.
Yoimushi Pedal, a fourth season of something, so we're going to jump over that. Yuru Camp, which looks suspiciously like Flip Flappers. Rin likes to go camping by herself, along the lakes that provide a scenic view of Mount Fuji. Nadeshiko loves to take cycling trips by herself to places she can see Mount Fuji. After they meet, Rin and Nadeshiko take camping trips, eat cup ramen together, and enjoy the scenery.
Slice of life.
This has Yuri potential, but I like my Yuris to also... I like my anything to be also accompanied by, fighting. So... And Zoku Token Ranbu Hanamaru, the second season of a show. What's on the leftovers list?
Leftovers, we've got the second season of Three Gatsu no Lion, Black Clover.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard a lot about Black Clover.
Asta is a young boy who dreams of becoming the greatest mage in the kingdom. Only one problem, he can't use any magic. Gee, where have we heard this story 1,000 times before? Luckily for Asta, he receives the incredibly rare 5-leaf clover grimoire that grants him the power of anti-magic. Can someone who can't use magic really become the Wizard King? One thing's for sure, Asta will never give up. 51 episodes.
Yep. And it's 14 in. Garo Vanishing Line, Ku Pao Ying Xiong.
Action Runner Fantasy, me. Well, hang on. The animation tells a story of Xiao Shui, who accidentally ends up in a fantasy world and gets embroiled in a dispute between parkour colleges. Based off the 10-cent mobile game Parkour Every Day. No.
Now, this is one I've been suggested, actually, to check out.
Maho Tsukai no Yome?
Chisei Hattori has lived a life full of neglect and abuse, devoid of anything resembling love. Far from the warmth of family, she has had her share of troubles and pitfalls. Just when all hope seems lost, a fateful encounter awaits her. A man with the head of a beast wielding strange powers obtains her through a slave auction.
Yeah. I've also heard of this. It's kind of a Japanese Beauty and the Beast. You know what I'm not interested in? Regular Beauty and the Beast. Next is Mahoyome. As the television anime Mahotsukai no Yome debuts a new episode every week. Whoa, this is related to that last one. A new 30-second episode, a series of shorts. Okay, never mind. That's part and parcel of that. We need to finish watching Osumotsu-san. I don't know if I ever put the anime rave up of that.
You can go ahead.
Okay. And Pingu in the City, which is a claymation show about a penguin.
Yeah.
Bungo Stray Dogs Dead Apple by Bones. The film's story involves a mysterious case of power users around the world suddenly committing suicide one after the other. In all cases after a strange fog appears at the scene. At a request from Engo Sakaguchi, the armed detective agency head out to investigate Tatsuhiko Shibusawa, a power user who calls himself Collector, and the man suspected of being tied to the incident.
I don't think we really have to read these ones. It's more of a...
Yeah, the movies, we'll just read the ones we're interested in. A Doraemon one, something cute looking for babies, Mazinger Z, Midnight Crazy Trail? I want to read this one.
Okay.
Midnight Crazy Trail. Shout and Crunchy are trash throwawayers who work in the dead of night. Makina is a 16-year-old witch who has come to the world of humans and to London to study for 1 year about how to become a proper bride. But Makina searches for Shout and Crunchy and begs them to throw away her witch's book. Truthfully, Makina wants to quit being a witch and become a normal girl, but the book is just a hindrance. But the book is not something one can simply throw away. What's the genre on this?
Unknown.
Unknown. It sounds a little steampunky, and I do like that. So, speaking of which, we have to go back and watch Princess Principal. Oh yeah, Mob Psycho's another one we gotta get to.
Yeah. Idol Thing. Something no one cares about.
And now the video is starting to become boring for our audience.
And we're done. At least we're not getting an Aka 14.
Aka 14. If that shit gets a sequel, I will lose my mind.
Count on it, because in the top 50 animes, it shows up like 13.
Why?
I don't get it.
Whatever the fuck for? It's garbage. Why do people like that in Steins Gate? Hell, despite my shitting on Madoka, I kind of understand why people like it. I don't understand why people like that garbage. Folks, if we're wrong, tell us. Carlos Nave Anime Rave is the best anime reaction show on the internet. AnimeRave.xyz. Goodbye.
Adios.